Hello and welcome back to the Monch Hours podcast, where we appreciate all things anime manga. I'm your host John, and I'm here with my good friend Jordan, co-host. How you doing?
I'm good. We're back at it again. Another week.
Another
Monday.
Another Monday. Yes, sir. How was your anniversary?
That was pretty chill. Just went out to dinner, did that whole thing, hung out. Nothing crazy.
Man,
dude,
you're so lucky to have a guy like me who just like says, "Yeah, of course, we'll postpone the recording week after week for your wife. Of course, no problem."
Bro, all right, yeah.
If you're seeing this, Jordan's wife, I got your back.
Yeah, he does. I can't even deny it. John here's a good dude, bro. Let me tell you something. I never knew about this, like, wedding tradition, marriage tradition. You eat a slice of your cake after a year, like your wedding cake. I expected that shit to be garbage. Dude, how does cake hold up in a freezer for a year?
I don't know. I'm not married.
Dude, oh, true. I just didn't know if you knew, like, if you're some kind of culinary wizard. But
nah, not me.
Food shouldn't last that long, right? Is that just me?
I mean, it's a freezer. Freezer freezes shit. That's what it's supposed to do.
Still, dude, a year?
I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense. Like, it should taste worse, in my opinion.
Bad. Yeah, it didn't. It tastes good.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, now everyone knows. I didn't know until yesterday, so.
Well, with that, we'll crack the cold one and cue the intro.
Welcome to the Monch Hours podcast, where we consume manga and anime with pleasure. Crack a cold one and enjoy the show.
And we're back. Jordan, fresh new week, fresh new brew. What do you got?
Dude, it's another week, another Coors Light for me. Nothing exciting on this side. I'll come back next week with something fancy. I'll probably get some triple IPA just to match you and your ever-rotating cast of good beers. Bro, what you got for me? It's going to be something boring this week. You're going to be having like a
When in Rome, baby. No, actually, what was it? I think it was Saturday night. I bought a nice tall boy of Bud Light Lime. It's a guilty vice of mine, but I love Bud Light Lime. But this week I got Hazy by Nature, Chillax.
Hazy by Nature? Is that like a play on Naughty by Nature?
Yeah. This one is 6.7, just an IPA hazy, of course, as you know. This one is actually from, where's this one from? I think I got this one from Whole Foods.
The Whole Foods brewery?
Whole Foods store selection. Not this time. Cheers, though. It's
tasty
good.
enough?
Dang, wait, I got the nice... Whoa, look at that. This looks like I'm a food reviewer right now.
Yeah, dude, you gonna start getting the plug then.
Hey.
You're gonna be hooking it up for them good reviews.
I'm your guy. Y'all know anime and manga's hot right now. It's been hot, and it's only getting hotter. I'm the guy, okay? I'm drinking craft brews. I'm the guy. You want it on a real weeb? aficionado sipping on that. Look, dude.
Only the best for.
If I had my mustache, you wouldn't even second guess right now. You'd be like, yeah, hook him up, put him up right there.
That's true. No, you'd be king of the hipsters with that mustache.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put it on the video so you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah,
it's glorious. You're gonna love it.
The Mega Mind mustache.
Oh man, so good.
Got me hazy. Future so crazy. Put you in a daisy. I'm not picking no daisies, but I'm taking a nap in the fields because I'm lazy. Fun.
Ooh, bars.
5 bars, 5 seconds.
Dude, bars,
anyway,
man.
Bars. Yes, so this week we're talking about Attack on Titan, of course. Talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, of course. Manga and anime. And then we'll jump into some lighter hearted stuff of just anime announcements or celebrations if we got here. Naruto's turning 20, I believe. That's what Jay was informing me, and I see it on my screen here. But other than that, I feel like, I actually kind of took a break on the social media this past week. I took a step back. One, in terms of just, I think it's good to do that every now and then. And two, because speak of the devil, I swear to God, you were just telling me about Valheim, and I had no damn idea. And then my friend buys it for me on Steam the next day, and that shit's a good game. I'm playing the hell out of that game.
Oh, dude, you got sucked into it, huh?
I got sucked in, dude.
Viking John.
My group just hit the bronze age, like, over the weekend. Actually earlier last week. And just right before this podcast, I found a piece of iron, so. Boom! Getting up there. And I got my Millennium Falcon jacket on. Let me see. There's something out there. There's on the back there. Boom, baby. Disneyland California official licensed merchandise.
Oh, dude, you about to make that Kessel run in under 12 parsecs, bro.
Do I need to put on the helmet,
Slow
bro?
it down.
Do I need to put on the helmet?
No, don't do that. Don't do it. No.
Helmet with the jacket on, so I'm official?
Bro, you can't mix those two. That's not how it works. No, you can't, bro. It's a disgrace. All the Star Wars heads are out there just like, those two don't go together.
Heck yeah, dude. I felt like I was in the movie right there.
Dude, with that stash, you could be the first hipster in Star Wars.
Well, yeah, but...
Or like the 1980s ones, the old originals where all the pilots had those police stashes.
What am I, hipster one nipster or some shit like that?
Yeah, that's your name.
Anyways, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, do you want to? Let's go ahead. We'll say Attack on Titan for the end because I know that is spoiler heavy. Especially a couple people in our audience like to kind of binge it, and because the Attack on Titan. Also, reason number 3, it was off Twitter.
Yoga twice a week.
Is because, dude, I never saw so many Attack on Titan spoilers in my life that I did on Friday, and I didn't want to test my luck. I said, nope, I'm getting off. I got to get off till this whole chapter 138 or whatever it was gets done and over with because it was no man's land.
Yeah, I saw him after I watched the episode, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'm glad I wasn't looking at this.
Dude, it's the chapter, the new ones.
Oh, the new ones? Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that then.
Yeah, you're lucky. But yeah, so let's jump into it. Phil DeFranco. I find that a lot of people say that. And it's probably because of him because he's so good at it. So we got to come up with a new phrase. I don't want to say let's jump into it anymore.
Let's slide into it.
I'm about to slide in.
About to slide into your ears with this.
About to slide into those DMs with Jujutsu Kaisen, anime, Mappa, baseball episode. Can I get a what?
But we need to do like a rundown of all the best baseball episodes.
You just read my damn mind, dude.
Oh, dude, I tuned in. I felt it.
We're on the same
Psychic
wavelengths.
connection.
It only took 10 years of knowing each other. And buying comic book runs together.
Yep. Oh, the old days. But yeah, dude, fucking a baseball episode. Why is it always so good? This one's like, dude, this one holds up like as one of the best of the baseball episodes. I have to say.
Absolutely.
Bro, this shit was so good.
I put it up there with Champloo, of course. I think that one hands down holds the top for me.
Yeah.
Dorohedoro.
Dorohedoro. Yeah, that one slaps.
And then here we go. Jujutsu Kaisen right there.
Yep. Pretty sure it's going to be like the... we don't even need to do the rundown. Pretty sure that's the top 3.
That's the top 3.
But...
Monch Hours official.
Like, this one... I forgot, like, how funny it was in the manga, but just seeing, them wheel out Mekamaru, it's all it is literally just his face painted on a pitching machine, and everyone's like, nope, that's not him.
It's a sticker. I thought it was like a stick, like his decal logo.
Yeah.
That's Mekamaru.
Dude, I was rolling, and there's this, like, joke, like, stuff that you might not catch. Like, I was stopping every, panel where they'd show, like, Little League World Series, how they'll have, like, the kid's name, and then at the bottom, like...
a brief summary or something? Yeah.
I was laughing at each one of those.
They went by fast, but yeah, they were funny as hell. I think, what, Yuji was Itadori was something about, like, not liking a certain ramen or something?
Yeah, it was, like, his first impression on some special ramen because... his first impression was it made him poop a lot.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dude, I always chuckle at a good poop joke.
Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties. Keep going. I just lost my camera. I think it's here. I'm pretty sure it's recording, but my mouse is wonky. There we go. But yes, so that one was a good one. I think, wasn't there when useless Miwa was talking, she's like, I know I call myself useless, but I have a lot of aspirations and ambition.
Yeah, like she was like justifying, like kind of doubling back on being useless. Which, I mean, obviously, like, you might be self-deprecating and say you're useless, but
right,
like, no one really should, at least. No one should really think that about themselves. Everyone's got that self-worth.
Right, agreed. I think self-deprecation is pretty good, especially when it's myself and I do it for humor, because if you can't laugh at yourself, you're not allowed to laugh at anybody else. That's just the facts, man.
Yeah, you sound like a parent.
See?
Elementary school teacher.
See?
Yeah.
Who brought that up? Who brought parenthood up right now?
You, right now.
No, I didn't.
Saying parent
I'm just speaking
stuff.
words of wisdom. John Nari's words of wisdom. Monday motivation quotes. I'm gonna slap that on a background with a faded image of a guy looking out into the sunset. I don't remember what I said. That's how powerful it is.
This episode was good, just like as a palate cleanser too. After how intense the fights that we were watching, the stakes were so high in the previous episodes with the invasion on the school, and we get kind of the tie-in between that whole situation. Everyone's all the teachers are talking, and they're like, obviously, like this competition between schools is over, and then like they go to like the kids though and like approach them because like the kids know like the process of having the school contest, and it always is team battles and then individual battles, and they don't realize like
right
they have to like it's not going to be the same this year just because the situation. So
they're
giving like they're giving their little speeches about yes we'll fight and all this little tidbits of how they feel, and then Gojo slipped in just baseball as the drawing, as they draw on a hat or whatever. It's a box, but basically they're drawing out of a hat of what the competition will be or the names would be or whatever for the fights, and it's just baseball.
Right.
So like Gojo, even though he understands like the weight of the situation and he's kind of like calculating in his head, he realizes like these are still kids and like they are gonna have to like maybe wind down from that. Like going straight to another fight wouldn't be the smart move. So he gives them a little fun outlet.
Of course, yeah, and I think it's just the wisdom of Gojo. He's kind of like the I mean, he's all of it. You know, the most powerful, but then comedic relief, and then probably the most handsome and dreamy, and he's got those eyes everyone keeps freaking out about, which I don't blame. But anyways, my Gojo fan face cam's coming up here pretty soon. Just kidding, I don't have one. But speaking of the way people look, I love the outfits for this episode. And can we talk about like Kugisaki, Nobara, and like Maki, dude? Man, they looking good. Everyone's looking good, but them two in particular, Nobara in particular. I'm getting the feelings, man.
Yeah, just catching them right now.
I'm catching them like catching a fly ball, sacrifice fly into my heart, just like that.
You gotta pick one, bro. You can't have both.
Oh, Nobara, yeah, I know. Kugisaki, it's okay. I think, right. To be honest, I think that they're an item already together, so I'm just gonna admire from the sidelines.
Oh, that's respectful, bro.
From the bleachers. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you know what? As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
As a tear goes down your cheeks.
Yeah, just like Toto's tear when he was talking about Yuji. The false I'm gonna have false memories of like me writing love letters in high school or something. That's how it's gonna be.
I have to ask. So, what's your favorite scene in this episode?
Dude, well, Maki's was a standout, I think, when she knocks. I mean, because everyone's waiting for it when she knocks the ball out of the park. Like she's gonna do it, and we have two runners on base. Maki comes up to the plate. It's confident as she can be. I mean, she is the curse weapon wielder, professional, of course. So she gets up, she smashes the ball, she does the walk off, home run, all stouting along, and then she kind of looked like like Vince McMahon when he's walking down the WWE court. But then that damn witch girl, the swagger, that witch girl just comes up with her broom and snags it out of the air. And I mean, it makes sense, but I was like, shit, man. I think that was probably my favorite. I had a second one, but you probably are going to talk about it if I think I know you. So, what's your favorite scene? I guess I should say Toto.
Yeah, how'd you know, bro?
Because that was my almost favorite.
Dude, that was so good. Just Maki's up at the plate. Toto walks up. He's like, Yuji, I wanted to face you as pitcher. He's like, make a deal. If I hit a home run, it's like next at bat you pitch, and Itadori's like, wait, what? And then all of a sudden you just see a pitch hit him in the face. Slow motion. There's that sad music playing in the background as he's falling. And then everyone, both teams are like, good pitch, Maki.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch.
Yeah, everyone's chiming in. Nice pitch.
I felt bad for him, man. I felt bad for Toto. I really did. And Yuji did too. I was laughing, man. That was such a good scene.
That was, bro. I was dying.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch. It was like,
yeah, just that little adding of the nice pitch from both teams.
Yeah.
It's yes.
And they're kind of in the background just waving their hands up. And I was like, damn. Oh, dude. And their teacher was looking like a snack too, man, in that baseball fit.
Which one was that?
I think it's Utami. With the scar running down.
The braid?
No, that's May. You're thinking of May,
okay.
the Nordic chick. This is the one that had the scar running kind of right here, and then Gojo's kind of making fun of her in the previous episode or teasing her, and she had the traditional kind of what would you call that? I can't think of the word, but Japanese attire.
Gotcha. Is that a kimono?
It wasn't a kimono. No, it was more like a I see it. It reminds me of a kendo club when they do the fights.
Gotcha.
Not the mask, but anyway, you'll know who I'm talking about once you see. I think it's Utami. She's got a bow. She has a bow in her back.
Oh, okay.
Normally, but this time she's wearing the baseball cap.
Yeah.
She was like a snack.
Got all these waifus this week, bro. Look at you. It's only one anime too.
I know, dude, and that's the funny thing. That actually brought me to my point. we'll jump into the manga when we get into it. You guys might already know what I'm talking about, but it was the Tite Kubo and his interview with, I never pronounce his name, Gege, the mangaka for Jujutsu Kaisen, caused a little discrepancy, a little disruption and drama in the anime fandom, but we'll jump into that in the manga.
Should we make that jump right now then?
Well, yeah, we will. But I want to touch before I leave the baseball episode. I'm not sure if you saw this, but I want to kind of. What I really like is the Japanese have like one of the most. I think what is the word I'm looking for? One of the biggest passions for the sport of baseball. I think of any kind of culture. And, they always see it. We always bring, like America in particular, will bring, players from other countries. But Japanese in particular, like, of course, everyone thinks of like Ichiro. But then there's also the player in the Dodgers right now. But, before I get into actual sports, what I'm getting at here is when this episode released, they actually did a collab with the Giants. And they had their own website where they put the cast of, or some of the cast of the Jujutsu Kaisen in Giants jerseys with the orange, And I thought that was, they had images and everything for free. You can snag them if you want. But I thought that was the coolest thing. You actually see it right now, Jordan, on my Discord icon. That's Nobara Kugisaki right there. But I'm like, damn, man, that's so cool. And to kind of throw it back like that, or not throw it back, but collab like that in a show of appreciation is really awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet too. Like, just a few years ago, we would have never saw that crossover, and it's just another. We've talked about it plenty of times, but how like anime and our culture is slowly going mainstream.
Right.
Just like touching on that. Like I walked into, where was I? Like Zoomies or some store.
Dude, all the streetwear shops have anime in them now.
Yeah, I walk in and like these two girls walked in behind me, and like I just hear them like, oh, they got Killua hoodies, and I was like, I see you.
Damn, we had to back, dude. If you wanted Killua, you had to get, because I think Hot Topic, shout out to Hot Topic, there way ahead of the curve. But they had like the big ones, like of course the big three. So if you wanted, like, I remember, like, I used to go on Etsy and get, like, Neon Genesis Evangelion stuff. That's how I would get my plug. Because other than that, you had to, like, get it from their official store, which was in Japan, the merch store, then find a proxy and get it overseas, and it was just too much. So, like, I have, like, this NGE, kind of, like, paint from Italy. From Italy. That's how crazy it is. But, yeah. Like, nowadays, it's so accessible because they have, Zoomies, Tillies, anything that ends in an E's, I guess.
Paxsunies.
What's the one here? Urban Outfitters. I all got that there too, which is, it's cool, man. I'm down for it. I'm down for the appreciation of that.
Yeah,
as you know,
it's making its way mainstream, bro.
Yeah.
One day, just imagine the future if we live like in Japan, where it's just anime plastered all over everything, just snack foods and drinks.
Yeah,
that's the future of the United States I want to live in.
Well, I don't know if I want it like that. Like, you think about like that JP aesthetic. I know it is like there's a big anime thing over there, but we want to say that's not all they're known for or whatever. But like, you had like a can the other day, like a while back. You got the coffee that they had in Initial D, right? And it was just like that aesthetic. It wasn't anime, but you can tell like that's like that JP aesthetic that I think is just clean, and almost sometimes you see like a sticker bomb, which I really like. But what was I going? Oh yeah, it's in terms of like becoming mainstream. I saw this. I used to play Call of Duty Warzone with my cousins, and I can't really stand that game at all. It's one of the worst BRs I think of. I mean, whatever. I'm not getting into it. I just don't like it. But there was I'm a recommended feed on YouTube. I recognize like one of the big streamers, I think like Tim the Tap Man, for COD, and then I said, it said, you need to watch this anime now, and it was like a screenshot of Sakana from JJK. So I'm like, dang, that's how you know. If it gets in the Twitchverse, which it kind of already is, and it's like the space is I just hope people that come into it will treat it with respect and care. Which it's hard every time there's a big boom. There's always going to be people that kind of have ill will, if you will. But I think for the most part, if any true appreciation of the medium, anime, manga, you're just happy to be able to share their passion and talk about, an anime or a manga that they wouldn't have expected anyone else to know about, and to share that bond. I'm all for it. And I think most are too.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, this week, this is like somewhat on topic, but dude, did you see like there was that filter going around that was just the Sakuna?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, first off, I was like trying to find it, and
I couldn't.
I'm so out of like social media, dude. I'm like, where is this filter at? Where's everyone getting these pictures of themselves? So I need my Sakuna picture.
It might have been on TikTok. You know what? I just found out that I'm just jumping into the TikTok game. I'm really late, and I let bad cringe videos influence me not to getting it. It's actually it's a really cool space for creators. There's some really ingenious people on there. But like on Snapchat and Instagram, you can actually search for filters and not just have the ones that are given to you. So you can like search Sakuna probably and see it. I saw like Jeffree Star had it. That was like a big one I saw.
Yeah, I think I saw that one too.
And then it was Jeffree Star. I saw just a funny picture where it was like Jeffree Star's as Sakuna, James Charles as Megumin. I was laughing. But anyways, yeah, we'll jump into the manga for JJK and then touch base on the recent chapter release, and then also the kind of drama that went down. So, spoiler warning, if you are anime only for Jujutsu Kaisen, this is your drop-off position here. Last call for Jujutsu Kaisen Anime. This is your stop, and we'll be departing for manga soon.
Dude, that one was new.
Yeah.
I liked it.
That was good, right?
I like that.
That was I don't know what that was, but it came out. Okay, so yeah, JJK, what chapter are we at here? We are
141.
Damn, 141. And so what if I heard correct is we're currently 2/3 of the way done with we're past the halfway point in the JJK story. I have to tell you that, dude. We have to tell that, bro. I have to tell you that. So
no.
this
I want it to go forever.
Shit. Another hype chapter. I mean, JJK is just hype. What else do you want me to say? But hype. It's lit.
Yeah.
Based.
It's hype. The end.
Super based. Yeah, the end. Base God, the base Itadori. Hadouken.
Yeah, dude. Ketchup Luke. Shout out to Lil B.
Shout out to base God, baby.
Oh man, dude, this fight, it made me like really appreciate like just so we got the two pupils of Gojo facing off, and obviously Itadori, he recognizes he is outmatched in this situation. And where I'm going with this, it's just made me like appreciate like how far Itadori's come, just his recognition of his like he's outclassed in this situation.
Absolutely.
But also he's able to adapt like in the moment. So you see him, he's fighting, he recognizes that he really has to like be careful of this katana.
Right.
So he stumbles upon a knife, which he knew that there was a technique to imbue his curse energy in it, but he had never really trained in it. But he was able to kind of just do it off of instinct. And, we kind of see him as like a bruiser with a lot of physical prowess, but through like all of his experiences, he's really becoming able to like focus this cursed energy techniques. And obviously, I mean, it doesn't work completely because...
Which I'm glad.
We see his inexperience with it as I'm assuming he had like a lapse in control where the knife that he was using just got sliced through. And I mean, from like his dialogue, like the damage that was done, he says it's
pretty severe.
The cut's pretty deep, yeah.
I mean, it looked like I was just like, I saw that panel, I said, whoa.
Yeah, it's a complete like shoulder to hip cut. So, but yeah, I mean that just whole sequence right there, it made me just really appreciate from chapter 1 until now, like his progression using these techniques.
Yeah, it's of course a testament to Yuji and also his time that he's been spending nullifying or exercising curses here with his older brother Choso. But yeah, there was like definitely the experience factor that comes into here, where he probably just, like you mentioned, let his curse energy stop imbuing into the knife for that moment because he's not used to it, because he was instinct fight or flight. He saw the blade coming in, and who, I don't need to get into it, but that's just what happened. But he did manage to like complete his objective, which was to, even though he was not mortally wounded but severely wounded, take down that blade and actually the katana snapping in half with his physical ability yet again. But then I don't know what to do. We got freaking the first actual appearance of Rika. So I guess he's a Shikigami user.
Yeah,
and I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. That whole sequence, like, I was like, oh shit, like,
dude. Yeah.
You see Itadori's basically, he's just, like how, like if you have brothers or like older cousins or anything, they do that thing where, I know your brothers are younger, but like they hold you like the full Nelson or whatever, where your arms are held behind your back.
Yeah. You
have no control. Like Itadori basically has no control.
Master lock.
Yeah, it was like a master lock. But yeah, and then even though he was able to damage that katana, he still got just hit in the stomach with it. Maybe like more in the chest, but it was kind of like, you see on Itadori's face, he like doesn't even realize like what has happened yet.
No, it's he's in despair of the Shikigami, and then the blade's in him, and it catches him off guard.
Yep, but then when you see Sakuna kind of awaken.
Yeah, so he goes,
ooh.
But he goes, like he's disappointed in Itadori, or he's just disappointed. Sakuna, he has a reason to be, because he's like the greatest. But there's a panel of him being surprised, and then the smile. At first I was like, oh, okay, this is like his chance. Now he gets to like, oh, I get to come out and play. But is that smile because he's catching the energy coming from Choso and his fight? Like, what is that? I feel like Gege does this. He puts like a single image, and it has a little bit more. There's a little more underneath it, between the lines. I may be reading too much into it. It could be just like Sakuna saying, all right, I get my turn. But I don't know, man. What do you think?
I could see that, like just the visual cue, like his smile, and then the panel directly to the left of it is like the battle arena where Choso's fighting.
Right.
And
because he had that same smirk when he like was fighting Megami, like the OG fight, and he knew like there was some hidden potential of Megami, like, oh, this guy's interesting. Yeah.
I could see that now that you point that out. Which in those panels, I want to just point out, like, you see the Zennin guy, he hits Choso with his right hand, and then there's that panel where he becomes like a mirror. He's like in the... ever see the old school Superman where they get sent to the... I can't remember what like the other realm is called.
Right.
But Zod is in like that floating mirror that going through space.
Well, it's almost like they had that in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure too. The guy who would move through mirror. I'm familiar with like the mirror world. If that's what you're trying to say, like there's a separate dimension of the mirrors that people can travel through.
Yeah, you see that for a second, and then Choso's back, and he's just getting Dude, he's getting rapid fired on.
Is it a mirror? Is it a mirror? Like I genuinely don't know. Like I thought it was a mirror. I thought maybe is it a picture? What is this guy's, exact curse energy? Again, you don't get much to work with in these panels, but a lot can be said with just that single image. It draws you in with that curiosity, and I love that he's not like spoon feeding us. He's like, this is what's going on. You know just as much as Choso does, a little bit more, but not the full story.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not getting we're not getting like the usual, he put me in the mirror world. I gotta find a way to get out of that, like a 10-minute dialogue of an attack.
Yeah, it's nice in that aspect. We get to hear John's Nostradamus.
Flowstradamus, John Stradamus. What did I say? John Ferrat? Something stupid last week.
John Ferratu.
John Ferratu, baby. Where am I here? Okay, yeah. Let me open up my manga again. Okay. So yeah, Choso's getting smashed. He's fast. Naoya does that kind of tongue thing.
I mean, yeah, I don't know why he did that. That's usually when you get punched in the face and you lick your blood. That's not a move you do when you're just mollywopping someone.
And then again, we get a callback into the previous chapter when Naoya was kind of interested as to why Choso has the ability to manipulate blood. Why how is he a cursed blood user, since that is a technique of one of the three big clans, which we know Naruto Shikamo is, the most notorious blah, blah, blah sorcerer and, experimented with cursed wombs. And the Kamo clan is the one that uses the cursed blood technique. And again, he says, this is Naoya to Choso. You're tough. Seriously, who are you? And then Choso, as badass as he can be, I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. I didn't know it was 10, man. 10.
Yeah. I mean, all we've been introduced to is
this guy.
3?
Yes, 3 cursed wombs, right?
Plus Itadori now. He probably.
Well, he thinks. Who knows? Honestly, this is right now. Just came to my head right now. What if he isn't a curse? He's an actual natural born bastard, of the Naruto Shikamo.
He's a Jon Snow.
He's a Jon Snow. And Yuji thinks, maybe he's not. He's just not his brother. But like, what if Choso knows more than any of us and somehow can just tell? Like the memory was different, but maybe it was a false memory, but the connection was actually real. Anyways, like the point I'm trying to make is, what if he is actually like a natural born sorcerer?
Yeah,
he's the oldest of 10.
So a question I have regarding him is, so I mean, he announces like the flowing red scale stack, and then when you look at him, like you see his picture, his like facial markings. He's got like extended ones now.
Yeah.
The ones across his nose they have like arrowheads going in like right and left, and then there's like the added down like
arrowheads as well
across his cheek. Yeah. So like, is this him? Is this his Super Saiyan? Is that what we're getting?
I think something of the sort. We obviously saw him use his convergence blood in an arrowhead as well. I thought that was blood dripping down his eyes and hardening, just to make it cool. But not, yeah, who knows, dude? But jeez, it's hard not to like. These chapters go like this.
Yeah,
they just fucking. And Choso's such a badass. I'm glad we get so much of him. He's seriously such a uniquely designed character, and damn, what a badass! I really hope he comes out of this, but I don't think he is.
I really hope I can figure out how to cosplay him.
Dude, you just take your head, 2 sides of your hair, and do that. You're good.
That's it.
Well, then you get the outfit. But you have you have his stature, like you have his like frame, dude. You're tall. You got that like surfer frame.
Yeah.
You're there, dude. And I'll just buy a Itadori wig since I don't have orange hair, and I'll be set.
And we can get our buddy Filipino Beast to be
Toto. Yeah. Practically already is.
We Gucci. We're good to go.
Yeah. But we'll jump into the drama, and I don't want to be a drama channel, but apparently as you know, there was the Gege. Gosh, I need to search how to pronounce his name. The mangaka for JJK and Tite Kubo each drew their favorite character of each other's manga in their style. So Tite drew Geto, and the JJK guy drew Mayuri from Bleach, right, in their own style. Which did he choose Mayuri? Because if you think about it, you know, Mayuri is like the evil scientist who experiments in the Bleach universe, kind of like Noritashi Kamo, who experimented on the cursed wombs. Was that a hint? Is he giving us a bone there? Is he telling us get ready because I'm about to blow your mind? No. But they drew. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. They also had an interview, and when Tite Kubo, there was, pretty. I think there was a lot of people were saying there's probably a mistranslation of the Japanese language into the English language. You can't go one for one with a lot of the words. You kind of lose some comedy, some affection, some kind of like a little jab, but like in like an endearing way. Like like when I make fun of you or you make fun of me, and it's like we're joking, right? But we're having a good laugh. Like the statement in question was something about the way that essentially there's a question about the woman. And Tite Kubo said he didn't find any of the ladies in JJK attractive, or something along those lines. And he said it in like no offense. He said like it says no offense to the JJK mangaka, but I don't find any of these women attractive. So then of course everyone threw up a storm because Bleach has some of the most fantastic character designs ever, and Tite Kubo has some of the most fantastic character designs ever. You'll never deny that. I will never not believe that. And it's funny that some people were bringing up that the big three like Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, right? They come from an age of anime where like that's just kind of how it was, like in terms like like kind of like these really curvy bodies, right? And the fan service, that's kind of how it was, and that's not an excuse to like say it's okay, but they're like,
are you talking Rangiku?
Yeah, Rangiku, of course. Also, there is Orihime, but what's her name? Yorichi, when she does her cat form. And I always loved Soy Fan. Like Soy Fan was like my girl in that series. But I mean, the beach episodes and like the beach manga panels, right? There's a difference. There's a difference, and there's not to say one is right or wrong. I think every artist has a way they do things, and that's why it's their style. It's the way they do it. And of course, it's just, I don't want to get into the semantics of things. We spent a whole episode on that. But what I'm trying to say is people were started, canceling Tite Kubo. It's like, I hate cancel culture, first of all. How can anyone, we're human beings, we have to learn from our mistakes, as long as you're like not like inherently racist or whatever. But it wasn't, you don't even know if that's exactly what he said, because there was a translation barrier. But also, like, people were taking designs of like Tite Kubo and throwing them up to mangaka, the JJKs, and like comparing them. It's like, first, you can't even do that. It's not even right. Like, I understand like why you want to, but like these are two separate like styles. Like I hate comparison too. Like comparison, I forget who says this, but comparison is the thief of happiness. If you're in the way people compare things like that, you're just like, nothing ever good can come of it. Someone's gonna like this style more than like this style. And as we can see here, we've mentioned it before, the mangaka for JJK, the manga has a scratchy style to it. It's a little rough. It's not as defined and curvy as like you see, like just for example, like Rukia, right? Rukia was one of the best girls in Bleach, and she's not a Rengoku. She doesn't have like these big melons or whatever, but she has like, the Tite Kubo has like these really defining the style, like these eyes and facial structure. And some of the girls, the women have like, you can tell like they're delicate but battle hardened faces and like just thick lines, and like the eyes is one of the biggest things that come to mind. Where like in JJK, you have, it's different. And now I'm comparing it, right? So I'm being a hypocrite right now, but I'm saying like I'm not comparing one to the other to say what's better. Each have their own style, and that's what style is. If everyone was the same, this world would be bland. So why are people doing that? I don't know what I just got into, but I guess that's my statement on the matter.
Yeah. I mean, that's like comparing, I don't know, Picasso with
Da Vinci.
Just Da Vinci, yeah.
You don't. You
I
say
mean-
they're both fantastic artists.
Yeah, and completely different.
Tite Kubo
That's
inspired
okay.
so many people. Like you can try to people. I don't know. It's just
I mean, would you
stupid.
want to live in a world where everything was mumble rap and there was nothing, no other differentiating music?
No, that's
Or-
not to say mumble rap isn't
or-
good.
Or pop country, or like just anything.
Style. People,
Yeah.
there's evolution. Things evolve
Yeah.
and inspire others. So, I mean, I get it. I understand, like, yeah, I'm not saying that there probably was some, like, sexist shit, like, okay, that's a little much, right? Of course, we think of Rengiku and, like, Yorichi sometimes. Or Hime was always, like, clothed for the most part, but I always think of the beach episode. And it's like, it's a given. It's unfortunate, but that is what it is. But, Tite Kubo style is Tite Kubo style. And, like, it's just to say, like, one of my favorite characters is Soy Fan, who's, like, just a badass, hard, blunt, almost shrewd person. But there's also other fantastic women characters in there. Like, Rukia is fantastic, too. I love her character. I love her progression. The manga is so much better. Her character development in the manga is leagues ahead better than the anime, and I'm excited. I hope this 1,000-year blood war really shows that.
Is that supposed to release this year?
I think next year.
Next year?
Yeah. Oh no, it's 2021. Whoa.
Ooh, is that on the horizon?
Maybe. I'm stoked, dude. What an amazing arc that was.
Huh. Good stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the dramas. How now you're informed.
I didn't know about the drama, so thanks. Breaking news.
Freaking Tite Kubo. Breaking news. We just heard. So I'm not getting into it. But didn't they have like a? There's like a certain cadence newscasters like talk.
Tonight on.
Yeah. Tonight on John at 10. Choso is fighting Elia. Push to the limit. We'll see. Flowing red
Tune in.
scale stack coming soon. Stay tuned. Some shit like that.
Oh, nothing makes me want to turn the channel faster.
Anyways, okay. Let's see. We're at 47 minutes here. Let's jump into AoT. Yeah, I think we talked a lot about JJK, which is good. I love when we actually have time to talk about these things. So Attack on Titan, and then we'll round up from there. So this is your warning. Anime onlys. Don't worry, we don't talk about the AoT manga because we're anime onlys for
Don't
AoT.
read that.
Crazy
So
how
don't
that
spoil
is.
that
You
for
can be
us.
both ways. You don't gotta be a prisoner of a single way, man. You can enjoy anime manga any way you want.
You can't, because there's not enough time to enjoy both of everything.
There isn't.
Well, for me at least.
And me.
Probably for you. Probably for most everyone.
Yeah.
We all
So
got 24 hours in the day. But
let's
yes,
see.
AoT.
I had a question I wanted to ask you, but it's escaping me at the moment. Oh, you've watched the episode, of course. So I want to say, do you still harbor the same feelings towards Gabi? I'll ask that to the audience. Do you still feel the same way towards Gabi as you did, say 3 episodes ago? 2 episodes, whenever
Like
the Sasha
hating
occurred.
her?
Yeah.
For me, I feel like after this episode, I just feel bad for her. Like, she's really showing that she's just conditioned to the environment that she was raised in. Mm-hmm. But we really see her kind of realize that maybe the error in her thinking.
Right.
Just like you see, like just the reactions that people are having as they find out that she was the one that killed Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
And the just you have the bronze, I think, the parents,
Right. But
and their just kindness to their daughter's murder.
right.
And how even the scouts, the friends of the person that she murdered, best friends, you could say family, are like on her side, like just they don't want to murder her. And she even asks, like, do you want to kill me? And they're like, I don't.
Right.
And I think Armin gives like that little, he's like, kill this, kill that, like killing's all you're focused on. And it is. And like I feel like that kind of hit her, and she's like just really coming around on the fact that the world doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
Even though that's what she's been raised in.
Mm-hmm.
And even like Falco's, how he's acting, like seems like that's kind of rubbing off on her. Like he's putting himself in danger left and right just to keep her safe. And like she's, saying, kill me, don't kill him. He had nothing to do with this. And I think that might be like hitting her too. Like he's not trying to kill everyone. Like maybe I should kind of follow in his footsteps more.
Right.
I think all of these, like, there's a lot of aspects that are coming like full circle in her character that is showing that she might have some regrets to how she's been living her life, at least, recently.
Yeah, I agree. I think you hit exactly kind of the same things I got, and I'll just kind of piggyback on that a bit. I think also what this episode does, especially the father of Sasha, Mr. Browse, his analogy of like everything being a forest, when the creatures are out there, it's just a fight of survival, if I were to sum it up, and that's all it is. And Sasha just stood in the forest too long. I think it's a great kind of thing of what we've been talking about. I think each episode for Attack on Titan, and of course, what it's being hammered against us constantly is like there's no winners in war. I think I say this every episode. Like there's no winners in war. Like every life lost is someone's son, someone's daughter, someone's lover. And I think this episode was like the boiling point, the boiling over for Gabi and understanding that obviously she kind of like her mind broke there. The person she thought would have every mean to kill her doesn't want to kill her, while her friend doesn't want to kill her. Falco's trying to save her, and constantly all this stuff. And you even have Armin, which I know we say like the parallels is Gabi is essentially Eren, but for Marley. We even have Armin kind of stay on that when she's talking about kill, and he's saying I know someone like that, and he's talking about Eren. I just want to kill all the Titans, kill all the Marlians, Eren Yeager essentially. So it's really interesting to see her progression come through, and also it's hard not to feel remorse, I guess, or feel bad for not liking Gabi. I mean, we think we all kind of jumped the gun. I mean, it was rightfully so. Gabi was just introduced to us in Sasha, but I mean, we have to remember she's a child. She's been conditioned, brainwashed essentially in propaganda, just like a lot of these kind of. It's I think of like some countries out there today are the same way. They're the winners write their history books, or if they're closed off, secluded, they're conditioned a certain way. It's hard to get past that. So, yeah, I feel bad for Gabi.
Yeah, for sure. I think what really might have been a turning point for her too is, they see Niccolo alone, and with like pride, she's like telling him like, prepare yourself, like our countrymen are probably gonna mount an assault soon. And like he realizes that she's from Marley, and then he's like, you see him start to like piece everything together, and he kind of snaps, and he's about to murder her. He like offers Gabi up to Sasha's parents to kill her themselves, and obviously like they don't make that choice. But I think from Gabi's perspective, like just seeing someone who's been through the same like conditioning as she went through, and then siding with the Eldians, like it had to be kind of jarring because, you know, you're like, obviously he's from the same country as me, like he'll understand. And he didn't, because he, you know, fell in love with a person from this place, and like it looked like it kind of shook her. I mean, it shook him too, because he was like, what have I become? I'm about to murder a kid. So there's just a lot of emotion in this episode.
Right, and then too, on top of all that, we get no time to piece it together when we get the whole thing of, you know, Zeke, spinal fluid. Everyone's been drinking on that, all the high ups,
Yeah.
which are
That was
now
interesting.
Titan bombs ready to go off.
Yeah, how he planted a little bit of false information out there that,
A little lie, one little lie.
yeah, you drink it, you freeze up. Like, but that wasn't completely true. So he has like an activator or something.
Well, it's so funny. Just the episode before, we had Commander Pixis say, the best lies often have some truth mixed into it.
Yeah, that's true.
Boom. And what the hell, dude? Yelena is a freaking... What is going on, man? I don't know, dude. I don't want to know. I just want to let this play out. That's why I'm like hardcore avoiding spoilers. Oh my god.
Yeah, like the character of Flotch too, or however you pronounce his name. He's completely changed. You know, when you see him
Show up
when
in
we first
the
initially in the
battleground.
charge. Yeah, the charge with Erwin, and he was kind of just, you know, crying and just afraid, like not battle hardened. And now you see like he's kind of like, I don't even know, like, if you could say, you know, he kind of gives like that evil look, but I think he has so
that
much
whole like
belief in
whole like
Aaron.
almost Austin Powers, like, you know, kind of, but then he had the malice look in his eyes. Yeah, that's an extremist. That's an extremist look for 100%.
Yeah. What are they called? The Jaegerists?
The Jaegerists.
Or something?
Yeah, the Jaegerists.
Yeah. So. What was that?
I'm trying to. I was looking for something, but it's all right. Yeah, Flock, and PX still there, so we anticipate Reiner's going to show up. Dude, what is? I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. If you guys know what's up, no, don't tell us. Well, tell us, but don't. If I come to find out that you knew, you're doing one of those things where like, oh, haha, not a spoiler, but I'm just guessing. I'm gonna show up at your doorstep and RKO you. Okay?
Ooh.
RKO from the top ropes, dude.
Damn.
Slithering,
it's
here he
gonna
comes.
be
Randy
like-
Orton, except it's gonna be me.
Oh, I don't even know how to tie your name to Randy Orton.
I tried it and I didn't. So
I don't even.
there wasn't even an attempt.
No attempt. Yep.
But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for today. I know earlier we saw that it is 20th anniversary for Naruto. Naruto turns 20 today, which is awesome. If you want to speak on that, I think I'm a late Naruto blossomer, so I don't know if you want to speak
I don't
on
have
that.
anything really. I've only watched the first series. I haven't watched Shippuden, so. But I mean, it's crazy just to think that, like, that's 20 years ago we first saw his appearance.
On Toonami.
Granted, I don't think
still
it's the
remember,
anime.
man.
I think it's probably the. Well,
Oh, the
no,
manga.
probably-
Yeah, I would anticipate the manga.
Yeah.
There's no way the anime was released 20 years ago. I would be
I'd
like
say the anime would be like 2003 though. Wouldn't it be too
2000s for
far
sure.
behind?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
But before we like cut the episode, I just want to like say or just talk about the new Netflix anime by Mappa that I'm just seeing news about. So
With the house husband.
No, not that one. I saw about that too. This one's called, what is it? Yasuke, which I guess it's based on a true event, like
the Black Samurai.
Yeah, Black Samurai, and by Mappa, dude. This is like just seeing a couple of the screens that they released, and it is looking awesome.
Dude, I haven't seen the screens, but I saw someone on Twitter like gave a rundown, like a thread, and it was really in depth and detailed. And I said, I didn't know. I mean, apologies for my ignorance, but I didn't have no idea that there was, Yasuke, like an African American samurai that was part of the, I think it was Obunaga, was it, or maybe the Shinsei Megumi. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen the stills, but I have to take a look after this.
Yeah, it's only a couple that are out there right now, but just from these quick looks, I'll be tuning in.
Nobu, heck yeah! Another samurai anime, I'm there, dude.
Right? And Mappa, dude, could this be another part of the Mappa echelon of greatness?
They're gonna make me do something I'm gonna regret.
Are they?
No.
But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And Hajime no Ippo is on it's on Crunchyroll.
Really?
So, yeah, I'd been looking for that for a long time. So finally having a way to watch it, I think I'll be starting that here soon.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I think that wraps it up for this week on the Monch Hours podcast. Thank you so much for watching. No, I'm kidding. Thank you guys for watching and listening and doing everything and supporting us every step of the way. Yeah, we love you guys. So this is what we do it for. So even if you think your message is insignificant or your comment is insignificant, it's a big deal to us. So we hear you. And we want to talk with you, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Send them messages. Tell us what you think.
Send them.
What's up with Flock? Let me know.
Yeah. Does Hitch look better in this animation or the last animation? Let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Is Armin a creep for crushing on Annie who's frozen? Let us know. Is Sleeping Beauty a creepy story? Because that's essentially what this is. Let us know.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Anyways, yeah, it is, right? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week on the cast. Make sure to be watching Trigun if you want to jump in it. Again, this is going to be the last Sunday of March. So, season 1. We want to take part in the fun. Don't forget to run and gun, or we'll be acting like a bum. We out.
Bars. Again, bars.
Thanks for watching. Till next time on Monch Hours.